It's time to kick it at the MAC on this edition of York 757. Remember when you had to look for a field for your sports league or ride up and down 17, dropping your kids off at different fields across the county? Thank goodness you don't have to do that anymore. The MAC is here to save you the drive and act as a one-stop sports center for athletes, activity seekers, and youth and adult recreation leagues.
Having everything here at the MAC has provided a central hub for their programs where they can see, even if they've got a kid playing baseball and soccer, it's all right here. They can swing back and forth and watch some of the games.
The MAC has it all. The MAC is truly the great MAC, not just for its size, but for the sense of community it brings to the lower county.
1, 2, 3.
Opened in 2009, the MAC wasn't always the name of the complex. It was originally called the York County Sports Complex and was changed to honor an influential figure who helped make it all possible.
Unfortunately, in 2014, our former county administrator that was vital in making the park a reality passed away. So at that time, in his honor, we changed the name to the Mac Reynolds Athletic Complex.
This is more for us to celebrate a great person and a wonderful contributor to our community.
2 main leagues call the MAC home. The York County Parks and Recreation Program for kids kindergarten through 12th grade, offering a variety of leagues totaling around 60 teams with over 1,000 kids. Yep, the MAC can accommodate a huge number of participants.
We have 13 athletic fields. We have 5 youth baseball, softball fields with 215-foot fences. We have 1 adult softball field with a 300-foot fence that we also use for youth softball. Then we have 1 regulation baseball field with a 325-foot fence. And then we have 6 soccer fields, 4 full-size soccer fields, and then 2 instructional soccer fields.
With their wide selection of fields, those 60 teams can play both in the spring and the fall, weekdays and weekends. The other big league is not so big. It's actually little, the York County Little League, with around 700 kids participating in spring and summer baseball and softball leagues, and another 400 in the fall. The MAC is their home base, hosting games, practices, and their special all-star tournaments. The MAC also plays for sports camps and clinics throughout the summer, and it opens its gates to around 20 other regional and national tournaments throughout the year.
So we have the fields available for rent for tournaments and other leagues. We have youth lacrosse leagues, adult kickball leagues that rent the facilities, soccer teams and soccer tournaments. We have a host, usually about 20 different tournaments throughout the course of the year. So we've hosted tournaments nationally and regionally where people will actually come and spend the weekend here. And even with the World Series, they spend a week here.
I bet they are wondering, what's up with the 18-mile-per-hour speed limit? Well, here's another York 757 fun fact. Drivers are more likely to notice and slow down, making it safe for everybody. With so many tournaments, games, and practices within the MAC facilities, the weather definitely comes into play, and we've got you covered with the rainout line. The rainout line means no more calling over 10 extensions to get information regarding changes at the MAC.
With this line, we have 1 number to call. They call that number, and then within that number, they can specify, goes right to an extension, and that'll give them information on a specific field, whether the fields are canceled or whether or not, or whether a decision had been made.
York County Parks, Recreation and Tourism.
The rainout line includes information about not just the MAC, but also other York County recreational facilities.
We still post stuff on social media and on our website, but this is the information where they're going to get it the quickest because we update that first. So as soon as we update that, the alerts go out. That may happen before we get to the social media or our websites.
Don't worry if you don't play any sports. The MAC is a place for you to enjoy. Come out and stroll or power walk along the 1.9 miles of walking trails. Bring your kids to the MAC's 2 playgrounds. Exercise on 8 fitness stations or plant a seed in the community garden. Community members and organizations apply for and rent community garden plots to grow their own vegetables and plants right in the center of the MAC.
We have, I believe, 60 plots. Since we opened up, they've been rented each year, all year.
When it's time to eat, after all of the activities, sit down at one of the 31 picnic shelters. And also, don't forget another way you can eat at the MAC, the concession stands.
We have 3 different, basically, pods here at the sports complex. Each of those has its own concession operation and restrooms facility. So if you're out here and games are going on, you can get some popcorn, a hot dog. It's a really good time to feed the family at a reasonable price.
Speaking of more ways you can eat at the MAC, check out the Vintage Market and Food Truck Rodeo in November. Because only in York County can you shop at a sports complex.
Hey guys, how you doing?
We're going to have vendors that come out that sell vintage and antique collectible type items, along with several food trucks and things like that.
So the market is a great place to bring family and kids. It's a perfect opportunity for everyone to get out of the house, walk around, let the kiddos run free. It's a really perfect environment for everyone.
And be on the lookout for more non-sports activities coming soon. And here's a fun fact. With its high elevation, it's also a safe place for cars, boats, and trailers that may be parked in low-lying areas to find high ground during severe weather and potential flooding. To learn more about the MAC facilities, the rain outline, recreational leagues, and special events happening at the MAC, visit yorkcounty.gov.
The number one thing I think that makes me most proud and the county should be most proud of is the investment that it's put in our children. It gets our children active, gives them a great place, a safe place to play, and it builds a sense of community by having so much activity in one place.
Thanks for checking us out on York 757. Now come join us at one of York County's home runs, the MAC.